Right now, the agency that controls your Social Security benefits is under the most serious pressure in its 90-year history. This affects you directly. In 2025, a government cost-cutting effort called DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, moved aggressively into the Social Security Administration. Over 7,000 SA employees were cut, reducing the workforce from 57,000 to roughly 50,000. That is 12% of the entire agency gone. I am Warren Jr., and today I'm going to give you the full picture: what changed, what it means for your benefits, and exactly what you need to do right now. First, the most important thing. Your monthly Social Security benefit payments are still being sent on time. DOGE did not cut your check. Let me be very clear about that. But here's the critical difference that millions of retirees do not understand. Your payment being sent is not the same as your payment being easy to access, protect, or apply for. 6 out of 10 regional SA offices were shut down. 47 field offices, the places you walk into for help, were earmarked for closure across the country. For some Americans, the nearest open SA office is now more than 100 miles away. Think about what that means for an elderly person without a car or reliable internet access. Phone wait times exploded. In early 2025, callers were waiting 26 minutes on average just to speak to someone, with millions never reaching a human at all. By February 2026, improvements were reported. Average call wait times dropped to 8 minutes, but millions of callers requesting callbacks were still counted as 0-minute waits. The real experience was far worse. The SA website crashed 10 times in a single 3-week period. Millions of retirees trying to log in to check their benefits were locked out of their own accounts. The SAS technology runs on COBOL, a programming language from the 1960s. The engineers who understand it are at retirement age. DOGE cut them anyway. Now here is what should concern every retiree most. As of February 2026, the disability claims backlog still stood at 831,000 cases. That is people waiting for money they already earned. Retirement claims also piled up. By mid-2025, nearly 600,000 retirement applications were pending, more than double what the backlog was just months earlier. Meanwhile, the SA announced plans to cut field office in-person visits by 50% in fiscal year 2026, going from 31 million visits down to just 15 million. Think about the people most affected: seniors without internet access, those with mobility issues, people in rural areas. They are being pushed to do everything online or not at all. There is also a data privacy concern that most people have not heard about. DOGE teams were given access to highly sensitive SA databases containing Social Security numbers, income records, and banking details for nearly every American. Legal experts and privacy advocates raised immediate alarms. A court case reached the Supreme Court which allowed the executive branch to retain access to that data. This is not resolved. Now I want to be fair. The SA, under its new commissioner Frank Bisignano, has made some real improvements. Phone wait times came down. Disability backlogs were reduced by more than 30%. But progress on one side does not erase the structural damage on the other. The agency is operating with 12% fewer staff permanently, while the retired population needing its services grows every single year. Here is what matters most to you right now. 3 specific changes have made it harder to access Social Security, and you need to know all 3 before something goes wrong with your own account. Change 1: identity verification. Starting in March 2025, you can no longer verify your identity over the phone for certain transactions. You must go online or appear in person. This matters because millions of seniors do not have reliable broadband internet, and with offices closing, getting there in person is no longer simple. The phone was their lifeline. Change 2: field office appointments. Since January 2025, in-person visits have required appointments. You cannot simply walk in anymore. And in many areas, the wait for an appointment is weeks. Change 3: overpayment clawbacks. The SA issued roughly $1.1 billion in incorrect payments in 2025 and is now demanding repayment from beneficiaries, even when the error was the agency's fault. People who received overpayments years ago, sometimes because of SA system errors, not their own mistakes, are now receiving unexpected bills for thousands of dollars with no warning. If you receive one of these repayment notices, do not ignore it, but also do not simply pay it. And you have the legal right to appeal, and in many cases, the clawback can be waived entirely. You can request a waiver if you are not at fault and repayment would cause you financial hardship. You can also request an appeal if you believe the amount is simply wrong. Both options exist in writing at say.gov. Now let us talk about what this means for people who have not yet claimed Social Security, because DOGE changes affect the application process significantly for new claimants. If you are approaching age 62, the Social Security system you are about to enter is not the same one your parents navigated. Apply early. Start the process 3 to 4 months before you need payments to begin. Do not wait until the last minute to apply. With the current backlog and reduced staffing, delays that once took weeks can now take months. Build buffer time into your plan. Create your personal My Social Security account at sa.gov right now, before you ever need it. This single step protects your access, even if your local office closes. With a My Social Security account, you can check your benefit estimates, update your banking details, view payment history, and critically handle most identity verification online without needing to visit an office. If you already receive benefits, verify right now that your direct deposit information is correct in the SA system. Wrong bank details cause payment delays that can take weeks to resolve in the current environment. If you are in your 50s or early 60s and still building your record, check your Social Security earnings statement annually. Errors in your earnings record reduce your final benefit. Catch them now while they can still be corrected. Now let us address the bigger question that is making everyone anxious. Is DOGE planning to actually cut Social Security benefit amounts? Here is the honest, factual answer. The honest answer is this: no law has been passed cutting your monthly payment amounts. Social Security has not missed a single payment in its 89-year history. That record holds as of today. However, and this is the part that most people miss, the trust fund backing Social Security is now projected to be depleted by 2032. At that point, without congressional action, a 24% automatic cut kicks in. That 24% cut is not DOGE. That is the structural funding gap that has existed for years and is getting closer every day. DOGE did not cause it, but DOGE's actions are accelerating the timeline. This is why the decisions you make right now, when to claim, how to sequence your income, how to manage your IRA and taxes around Social Security matter more than they ever have before. The people who will be protected in 2032 and beyond are the ones who built the right income strategy now, not the ones who panicked and claimed early out of fear. Let me give you 4 specific action steps you can take this week to protect your Social Security situation, regardless of what happens politically in Washington. Action 1: create or update your My Social Security account at sa.gov this week. Verify your earnings record is accurate. Verify your direct deposit information is current. Do this today. Action 2: if you receive a repayment demand letter from the SA, do not panic and do not simply pay it. Request a formal waiver or appeal in writing within 30 days of receiving the notice. Action 3: if your nearest SA office has closed or reduced hours, find your backup service options now before you need them. Log into say.gov and use the office locator to find the nearest open location. Action 4: if you are within 5 years of retirement, begin your Social Security income strategy now. Do not wait until 61 or 62 to start thinking about this. The system you will enter is more complex than ever. I want to be completely transparent with you. The situation at the SA is genuinely complicated right now. Some things have improved, some things remain deeply concerning. The truth is not simple, and anyone who tells you it is not being honest. What I can tell you with certainty is this: your Social Security benefits are still being paid. The payment system has never failed in its history, and the best protection you have is being informed. The people who get hurt in complex situations like this are the ones who are not paying attention. You are paying attention, and that puts you miles ahead of most people who will be blindsided. In our next video, we go deep on Social Security's trust fund and specifically what a 24% automatic benefit cut in 2032 would actually mean for your monthly check and your retirement plan. Subscribe to Warren Jr. Financial right now and hit the bell, because the retirement information coming on this channel over the next few weeks could genuinely change your financial outcome. If this video gave you something useful, please share it with a family member or friend who is approaching retirement. The information in this video could protect their benefits. That is worth sharing. Leave your question in the comments. Tell me what concerns you most about DOGE and Social Security right now. I read every comment. Your question may become next week's video. I am Warren Jr. This is Warren Jr. Financial, protecting your money one video at a time. Disclaimer: this video is for educational purposes only and is not financial, tax, or legal advice. Always consult a qualified financial professional before making retirement decisions. Warren Jr. Financial is not a registered investment advisor. The content here is general financial education, not personalized advice for your individual situation.